Extreme Elements and the PKRA present the first tour stop of the 2010 Kiteboarding World Tour in Thailand. This event takes place in Hua Hin, which is 200 kilometers south from Bangkok. The best kiteboarders from around the world travel great lengths to partake in this event. For most, it's their first time in Thailand and wanted to experience the fun and exciting attractions as well as the historic culture. We followed the present kiteboarding world champion Kevin Langerie, who isn't afraid of wild nature.
Okay, so we're here in Thailand. I came a few days before the contest to check out actually the country, and look what we have here. We have a big elephant, and we're gonna ride it. And I'm pretty stoked. The people are super nice, and the conditions are great. Food is great. So, what else do you want? Let's go sit on that elephant.
While Kevin was exploring the nature, English rider Sam Light decided to do a little of side training before the competition by going to a wakeboarding cable park near Bangkok.
Hey, so we just arrived in Thailand. We had a couple of days before the event and we decided to check out the cable, as it's pretty good cross training for the event. We're here at the Thai wake park near Bangkok. As you can see, it's like one of the best wake parks I've ever been to. The cable's really nice and high and all the obstacles are perfect. They've really thought about everything and there's a really nice place to chill out. So I really enjoy the cable because it's like cross training for kiting, and I can practice all my kiting tricks, and it transfers really well. So, and I mean, look at it, it's so nice here. It's like sunny, really warm. Perfect wakeboarding.
Downtime is the time to use your mind and think, so when you're uplifted, like a talent won't take your circumference or your aura. Back out the board, searching for something to make the time.
Meanwhile, the event site is being well groomed and prepared as the locals battle their way through the qualifiers, enabling them a chance to compete in the PKRA World Cup freestyle discipline. One Asian rider in particular was in the spotlight, Pudlan Narapichet, also known as Yo. He will also be competing against the best riders in the world this week.
But it's nice, eh? The water is so warm, I could stay there forever, like swimming around, but I'm scared of jellyfish, so I just start saying, hey, help! Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I wish there is more wind because this place is really nice. So, yeah, but tomorrow there's wind, so, and for the rest of the week.
Most of the pro riders are now training on the spot to check out the conditions. The training sessions provide a good glimpse of who is going to be in the top 5 and who has been training hard this past winter to be a contender to world champion Kevin Langerie.
Last year I came back from my knee injury, 2 years of knee injuries, and I got a second place. So last year was really good for me. Yeah, this year of course I wanna push for the title. I think there actually a chance to get there. It's going to be really tight. We got Alex Pastor, Andy Yates, Kevin, and me, and I think it's going to be a really interesting year. We both have our own style, we have our own tricks, we're really getting close to each other, so I think it's going to be a really interesting year, but I definitely want to go for that world title.
Alex Pastor too is pretty good, riding pretty good, really powerful. We are using kites between 10 and 12 meters. And we go full power.
Welcome in Thailand. It's the first tour stop of the year, also the first time we're here in Thailand. It's the first day. We're gonna have some freestyle today. Later on the event we're gonna have racing, and we're gonna have a second discipline, we're gonna have the board off, so it's gonna be an exciting week.
The schedule for today is that we're going to start with freestyle. The wind is really good at the moment and looks very promising for the rest of the day. So freestyle only, most likely. We're about half an hour away from our first possible start. And all the ingredients are there to have a great event here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you here to life. Extraordinary, about to take you to a place you've never been before. So kick off your shoes, sit back and relax, because we about to take you on a ride.
And the competition is on. 26 men and 12 women compete in 7 minutes heats to show their best skills. The judges are looking for power and intensity of their tricks, as well as variety and wow factor. We are seeing a great combination of style and consistency from all the different riders on tour.
Listen, man, I know your name. Better yet, I know your game. And I don't know how long I can last. Curving and craving the beat, y'all. Feels good. Real good. Good. Good for you. Good for you. Good for me. Good for me. Feels good. Real good. Good. Good for you. Good for you. Good for me. Good for me.
The conditions here in Hua Hin has been pretty good. A few of the riders are having a little bit of difficulties with the chop. It's really choppy going out and it's hard to get your timing right to take off. But apart from that, the wind's good. It's a little bit on the light side, but the riders are dealing with that. And yeah, we're seeing some good action. So the locals are pretty entertained, so that's good.
Gasoline, take you all or take myself 210. Feels good.
A few riders stand out, advancing into the quarterfinals, while others experience some difficulties with their gear.
My cat just crashed and deflated, so I just let it go and I grabbed another one, but there was a twist in the line, so it was really hard to come back in the heat, but at least I tried.
As expected in the women's division, the top four are Kristen Bosey, two-time PKRA world champion in 2005 and 6. Bruna Kajia, the new world champion. The very powerful rider Karolina Winkowska.
I want to say hi to my mom. Hi!
And Gisela Pulido, the two-time PKRA world champion in 2007 and 8, who is only 16 years old.
Well, this final was pretty hard. The conditions were light wind. Up in the competition area was strong, but downwind was really light, so it was really hard to go out and do the trick. So it was hard, but I have fun. That is the most important, and hope I win. Maybe, I don't know.
Winner is Pulido from Spain.
As for the men, the level is so high that Kevin Langerie, the new world champion, gets beaten early in the semifinals by newcomer Andy Yates from Australia. The other strong and expected Dutch rider, Yuri Zoom, loses against Alex Pastor, who is literally on fire these days.
The whole day has been like really good wind for 13, but in that final just the wind dropped a tiny bit, so it was like really hard to keep up wind and had to run through the beach like a lot, but you know, I still managed to do some good power moves, and yeah, I think that's what gave me the victory. So this year is going to be really close on the tour, with Aaron Hadlow not competing and some new big names coming through like Alex Pastor and Andy Yates. Beating Kevin and Yuri in the first couple of heats has really thrown a few upsets. I mean, no one really expected it. No one really knew what to expect, and it's really, really cool that everyone's riding so close. So yeah, Kevin's pushing it in his own way, doing the one-handed stuff. Yuri's just going huge on everything. Alex, you could say, is bringing actually a bit more style to the table, which I quite like. He's grabbing everything more, and I mean, to be honest, there's so many good guys out there. All the top 10, it's going to be really close here. I couldn't put my money on who's going to win.
We're now taking a short break to profile the talented and beautiful Bruna Kajia, the 2009 world champion, who is currently in third from the single eliminations here in Hua Hin.
Hi, I'm Bruna Kajia. I'm from Brazil. I'm 23 years old, and I ride for Red Bull, Flexi 5, and Mystic. Kitesurfing when I was about 15. It was back home. Everyone rode just in front of my school, so it was pretty easy. I'll go to school right after. I'll just get out and run to the beach, and all my friends are riding. So one day they just gave me a kite and said, "Give it a try," you know. And I tried, and I got hooked in straight away.
When you're feeling so abused, I know it's hard to pretend you're feeling fine. There's nothing to lose. There's nothing left.
By accident, really. I was riding and I love to do it, So I went to Maui, I was training a lot, and I guess I got good. So I'm almost going to university, and my mom says, no, don't go to university now, you're too young. Just go and do something, go traveling or go do a competition, I'll pay for it. And I'm like, Mom, I'm not good enough. She's like, yeah, just try it. So I went on my first competition, I got 4th. On my second, I got 3rd, and then suddenly things started to work out. And when I noticed, I was already there. It's interesting because we get to see all these different countries and all these different cultures, and for here in Thailand is by far the most different one that I've seen on tour. It's just the way people are, everyone is so welcoming, everyone treats you well, they're very respectful. It's not what we're used to back at home, and the food is so rich. Doesn't matter if you're really rich people or if you're poor, you eat very good, doesn't matter what, and it's a very healthy food, very tasty. I think they know how to live here. They don't get stressed out, they don't yell at each other, they chill, they live a good life with good food, and that's it. The way to become world champion was really hard, but I never only had that as a goal. My goal is to push women's kiteboarding, transform it to what it is now. It's like really radical. At the beginning, it was really like slow. There was not much action, and now we managed to do really like strong and powerful tricks like the guys, and that's what I want to keep pushing. So I think it's important to aim a little higher than just becoming a world champion one year. I think it's important to actually want to do something for the sport, and that's my drive for sure.
Bruna is a really good rider. She won the title last year, and I think she really deserved it. Like, first she went to France where conditions are tough, raining, 40 knots, and she won this competition, so I think she really deserved for a title. Then was Fuerteventura, she won it as well. And she's really good rider, she's really constant. Like, I see she can land all the tricks she do, and no matter how conditions are, so it's really good for competition. And she kite really powerful with kite low and like jump high, and she's improving so much. Like, you can see every year she's doing new tricks, and when she do new tricks, you can actually do it everywhere, here, France, or whatever. So yeah, she's a really good rider.
So this is day 3, and there's not much wind, so we have a chill day here in the Intercontinental, and it's a sick hotel. It's right on the beach, the event is right there, and we're chilling it hard here, loving the life as a pro kiteboarder.
Well, it was my first time here in Thailand, and I have to say that I really enjoy, especially here in this beautiful hotel that we are in the beach, in front of the competition area. It's amazing. Please, if you had the opportunity, just come here. It's unbelievable.
Alright, so it's not much wind at the moment, so we're just chilling, playing some foosball, drinking some water, got to stay hydrated. We've got Andy Yates, the Australian, versus the UK boys, Sam Light and Luke Whiteside. And I think Andy's by himself. Oh no, here comes Reno. We've got it going on. So a bit of foosball action and just chilling out, waiting for the win.
Okay, so we're going to have a little sub race. It's a sort of a slalom competition, very short and powerful. We'll line the 5 or 6 persons up here, depending how many there are in the heat. They'll start and go to the left, go around this buoy, on the way to the scaffolding, the tower on the outside, around it, and then finish right where we started. First 3 advance, and final of 3 with the women and a final of 6 with the men.
First time in this sport in 6 months, man. Well, it's a really fun sport. It's actually the second time I try, and I made it to the final. It was really small wave, so I think just catching a wave and holding it the most of the time was counting. Some guys managed to do some area off the lips, like sky, and well, it's so fun. I like it. It's a good training when it's not good conditions for kiting or windsurfing. You have another thing, another toy, but you need a van, big one.
Now that the single eliminations have finished, we commence the double elimination, and then after that we start the racing, so that's going to be pretty exciting, so stay tuned.
The double elimination is a second chance for everyone. The competition restarts from the bottom. The rider who loses is now out of the event, and the winner advances on and climbs higher in the rankings. It's more stressful, and therefore everyone tries to secure their heat by doing safe maneuvers. And then they get more technical and take more risks by the end of the 7 minutes. Coming back from an 8th place tie for 17th place, 2 riders climb up the ladder amazingly, finally ending their winning streak in 5th and 6th respectively. Alberto Rondina and Sebastian Garat. Stay tuned for the rest of the doubles just after the racing.
Alright, here we are, PKRA first stop for 2010 here in Thailand, Hua Hin. We just finished the first 2 rounds of the doubles, and now we're going to get into some course racing. There's a few races here, so see what's going to go down. Nice win, probably for 11 or 13, and yeah, let's go racing.
Course racing is really quite simple if you watch it from the beach or you haven't done it before. It's basically like sailboat racing. You have a course that is set with buoys, mostly 3 buoys, and you basically just round the course. Everybody's going together over a starting line, and then who makes it around the course first and over the finish line first wins the race. So it's really quite simple.
And when it's simple, everyone wants to do it. With 25 competitors on the starting line, it's hard not to cross lines and still be the first to pass the boat committee. The first races are held in light wind from 12 to 18 knots, which means that the riders are using bigger kites, bigger boards, and longer lines. But sometimes it's not about the equipment, but where you're going and who has the priority.
Yeah, I was rounding the buoy and I saw a girl down in front, and she put her kite up, and so I just tried to go between her and the buoy, and Charles was on starboard coming towards me, and I didn't see him or hear him, and next thing I know, 3 kites down and swimming in, but I guess that's what makes it fun.
The wind conditions in Hua Hin allow an average of 4 races a day. The best kite surfers take about 15 minutes to finish 1 race for the men and 20 minutes for the women. The world champion Bruno Schroeder dominates most of the races, sometimes finishing a minute before the rest of the field.
Okay, so I mean right now here in the beginning of the season, it's pretty much Bruno again dominating the races here. There's Abel Lago, who's doing really well as well. He's like a full-on lightweight. I think he's 65 kilos. Then there's the whole French racing, like top 5 guys from the tour in France. They're here. They're all performing very well. There's Björn from Denmark, who's doing very well as well. Basically, in the starts, it's like super close. Everybody is trying to get like the perfect start, the perfect spot, because the level has gone up so much and the equipment is so close to each other that you really need to get like a good start. Have to position yourself perfect in the field in order to have a chance to be in the front at the end of the race. And I think Bruno has been complaining that people are sticking to him, but it's basically he's a really good starter. And I mean, if you really want to be like on the starting boat at the perfect place, that's most of the times where he is. So that's where we all want to be, and that's why I think it's compared to like the early days, it's getting closer and closer all the time at the start, just because everybody needs to be at the best place possible.
it's been really close, the competition, and for just fighting for the second position, because I have to recognize that Bruno is far, far away from us in this event. I hope in the next one we are a little bit closer, but this is like Formula One, you know? If you have the Ferrari like Alonso, you fly. The other guys just cry. C'est la vie, but we work.
As for the women, Kari Shibovak seems to be the leader of the pack. She put a POV camera on her board here so that we can experience a little bit of her emotions while racing. She wins the competition over Kristen Bosi and Caroline Adrian. No surprise in the men's division. Bruno Sroka wins the course racing event in Thailand, far ahead from everyone else. He's followed by Spanish rider Abel Lago and the French Julien Kernera.
Opportunity for our photographer.
It's very exciting to come in this place, and it's very exciting for the PKRA come in Asia. It's the first time, and the session starts very good because we do a lot of race. We did 10 race, and we kite every day. I'm very excited for this year because we have 4 races, 4 different places to compete. But it's very good to, for the sport, and I hope so that we'll take a very good pleasure to go on the water.
There's a lot of good riders here. The level is really high, so I was a little bit nervous to come to PKRA to test out how my level was with all the other girls. I've been fighting now with Christine Böse in racing and also one girl from France. So it's been really fun in the racing because the level now is hard and you always have to do everything in every race to be first. So if you do a mistake, you're suddenly 3rd, 4th, 5th. But if you do good, you can be on the top.
Big round of applause. Congratulations, ladies.
Tonight we're gonna go see some Thai boxing, and yeah, I heard that's gonna be pretty exciting, and I'm really looking forward to that. I think we have front row seats, so it's gonna be good.
All right, so it's early Saturday morning here at the PKRA, Hua Hin, Thailand. Yeah, there's no wind this morning, so we're just joining the Kiteboarding Asia group and Surfrider Foundation, and we're just going to walk up the beach and do a little beach cleanup. Just try to, you know, clean up the area and give something back for this beautiful beach, and yeah, it should be a good time.
I got something!
All right, guys, the beach gives to us the rest of the year. Today it's time for us to give back to it. Let's get this thing cleaned up and ready for the last day.
Hi, we are on the last day of the Thailand PKRA. We have some wind to finish the double elimination. This morning was no wind, but now it seems to pick up a bit. So I think the wind is now around 10, 12 knots maybe. So just wait for more winds and we can start to kick some ass.
In the women's division, the end of the double elimination confirms the results from the singles, as nothing has changed in the top rankings for the top 4. For the men, it's a completely different story. Kevin Langery proved that he is still the world champion, at least for this event. Kevin makes it back from 4th to 1st place, beating everybody one after another. Yuri Zoon, Andy Yates, and Alex Pastor for an amazing comeback.
Oh man, I feel awesome. This is the first event of the year, and I ended up 4th in the singles, and I had a pretty bad start, but I managed to get all the way up to the 1st place, and I'm just so stoked. I can't believe it, and gonna make a big party tonight.
This year I'm really happy to start competing in the PKRA because last year I was injured, but I started really good. I won the simple elimination here in Thailand, and I did a really good start. And well, my expectations are to keep doing the whole tour of the PKRA this year, and let's see how it goes.
But the thing is like 11 stops, and every place is different. Here it's light wind, the next is France, which is like super strong wind. Another place is Greece, where it's normal wind, and then we go to Germany when the water is flat or like stormy weather. Then we go to New Caledonia, water is totally flat. So like you never know. Every place is different, and every rider is different on different conditions. So we'll see.
Sparkling wine all the way from South Africa. Oh yeah. There you go, ladies. Celebrate. All right. Congratulations once again.
Yeah, this event just has been great. You know, the expectations on the wind finder were not that great, but I mean, since we got here, the wind was just perfect, solid and good. And I mean, it's warm. The people are nice. The food is nice. It's just a perfect place, and yeah, hopefully we're gonna get here next year as well. It will be awesome.